to the fourth episode of the introductory series and welcome to AIM. Today in the fourth episode, I'll be talking about importance of maths with some myths in data science. So let's get into the video. As you all know, people think that data science is all about coding. But I would like to clarify it to you. Data science is not coding but a lot of maths. People tend to ignore the basic concepts of maths involved in data science. As you all know, from the basic applications in data science to the most complex applications, maths is used everywhere. Like I told you in my previous episode, which I'll be linking up here somewhere, you know that I told that some important data science tools are in the mathematical are linear algebra, probability, calculus, optimization techniques, and discrete maths. So, as you all know, when you're building a language model, if you're in NLP, you're building a language model, you have to predict the frequency of the word coming after it. Suppose you are building, that's all for it today. So, to predict that, after that, all that is all for today. So after for today will come, you'll have to calculate the frequency in your model that given for how many times today has come. So it helps you to learn the frequency of a given word followed by a word. So that is the conditional probability that we learn in probability in mathematics. So probability, statistics, linear algebra are a very important subjects that we tend to ignore generally when we are going into data science as a fresher or someone changing their career. So I would like to say that you should focus on maths. I'll be quoting my own example in this. Recently, when I was working for my master thesis, I was told to read some research papers. I was never asked to explain what data are they using, how much time, or what is their analysis on it. But I was generally asked in my literature review sessions, given this mathematical equation and on diagram above, please explain how this mathematical equation came. Have you ever wondered why were they asking me this? Because I could understand how in their research they have used these things and how when I want to implement this paper, I can tweak things on my own. So, if you know maths, you can understand the behavior of your model, you can tweak things in your model, you can change things in your model and you can understand your model better. So, I would advise never to ignore the importance of maths in data science. Like a simple model or a simple algorithm like linear regression is also having maths involved. So, have a good focus or good grasp at maths whenever you're getting into data science. The next point that I would like to come up with is the myth that people believe that you have to be from the CS when you're going into data science. But that is totally wrong. Yes, being from CS gives you an extra point because you know how to code, how things work in the environment. But it is not true always. You should have to be dedicated and determined, also enthusiastic to learn things, because data science as a field is very, very vast. It is divided into data analyst, data engineer, data mining, data cleaning, modeling, NLP, computer vision, and many more things. So you have to be very good in one field. So if you want to become something in one field, or you have to be dedicated and determined to learn things of all the concepts if you want to learn. So it is not true that you have to be just from the CS background to be a data science. Nowadays, if you find people from different departments are doing well in the field of data science, it's just because some people are very much dedicated towards what they really want to do. So be determined and dedicated to what you are doing. So, the next myth that people have about data science is it is all about building predictive models or future predicting models. But you're totally wrong over here. I can say that because these are just a part of data science models. there are many other things that are happening. Like you can take the examples of Siri, Google Alexa. You can take other examples like self-driving cars. These are all some examples of data science that you see in your real life. The next myth that people have is participating in data science competitions gets you into real life projects. But it is not true, because the projects or the data you get there is very easy, and like it's not much messier that you get in real life. It is not as dirty to deal with. The missing values can also be handled very easily over there. So the myth that people have, that if they are doing participating in data science competitions, yes, you're definitely learning something, but the data that you get is not as messier that you get into real life. First of all, finding data in real life is also a very big task. So if you don't know, I told about it in one of my videos, which I'm linking here. You can see I told that getting data in real life is also very tough. So it's some of a myth by people that yes, you can, like, you are, if you are doing a project, you are into data science or something. But no, I would say if you are doing or reading someone's paper, you should first try, like, you read someone's paper, try to implement it something in your own way using some other algorithms, and see what is the thing happening in it, or how the results got changed, or how things are changing in it, and try to write about it on LinkedIn or some sites that you read this course, they had this algorithm taught, but you use some other algorithm for yourself and these things results came. That is what you're. So in this way you will learn, you'll get to interact with other people also, what is their thought on this, and then you will build with the community, and then you will know more about things that are happening in real life. The next myth that people have is data science require higher computational power that only top companies have. But you're totally wrong in it. Nowadays, you have Kaggle kernels that have good GPUs to train your model with. You have Google Colab that has GPU and TPU to train your models. But that the myth you have is totally wrong about it. If you want, you can do your model training on this. That is why they have come up with this online Google and Kaggle kernel, so you can do your training of your model. The next myth that people have about data science is more the data you get, the higher the accuracy. But I think I would disagree on this part, because I feel that the more the data, sometimes it is a possibility that the data would be much not needed for a particular task that you want to perform. So if you want to perform a particular task, the data might be much dirtier for you and not useful for you when you're doing that task. So I would suggest that it is totally a myth that people believe कि if you have so much of data, you are having a good accuracy and now your model will perform so best. But that is totally wrong. So the next myth that people have is, let's not focus on getting data, but let's focus on building data. But again, you're wrong over here. If you don't have data, what you will do with building models? What you will tell your model कि चलो यार अब ये predict करो, चलो मेरे लिए टास्क करो, बट तुम उसको डेटा ही नहीं दोगे, तुम उसको कुछ कहोगे नहीं, तो वो कैसे करेगा? नहीं कर पाएगा ना. तो पहला टास्क ही यही होता है. अगर तुमने डेटा साइंस लाइफ साइकिल वाली मेरी वीडियो देखी है, इफ यू हैव सीन दैट वीडियो, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि पहला स्टेप यही होता है कि हम डेटा कलेक्ट करें, हम उस डेटा को क्लीन करें एंड देन हम मॉडल बनाएं. सो in all it's a whole process. You take the data, you clean your data, you find your objective key, you need this data for this particular project, and then you perform the analysis or modeling on it. So people, please don't have this myth ki if you don't get data, then it's all okay. Like, let's build model, no? Let's learn building model. What is there in getting data and stuff? So that is totally wrong part. The next myth that people have is कि data scientists will be replaced by AI, and AI, if you train your model once, then it's all best. But again, I'll tell you, once you build a model, you get something, but then you get some feedback from a customer that these things are not good, so you tend to improve things. Then you realize you're improving your model. So AI once built is not perfect. You improve it every day, and there is not yet a technology came that can overpower human intelligence. There's some things that only human intelligence or human can detect or feel or understand, not a computer. Or we have not yet trained something like that or built something like that it can overpower human intelligence. So these are some of the myths that people. Now to summarize it for you, there I'll say that one who is getting into data science should have a reading habit, to learn and read research papers, blog posts, and books. They should be dedicated and determined for it, and they should have an enthusiasm to explore things. At the end, I would just like to quote is someone who doesn't have any enthusiasm or someone who doesn't have any interest for something, if he try to doesn't, he'll not find himself happy, and he'll find like मुझसे तो हो ही नहीं रहा यार, ये तो क्या ही है यार. Because I'll tell you, when you really get into data science, no, people who are into data science could relate that sometimes it takes like 3 to 4 days to train a model or more than that, and at the end you get this error, or you don't get good loss results. So you don't feel bad. Then if you feel bad, then you will realize कि if you feel bad at the start, how you can't go into data science. So मेरा बेसिकली बात ये है कहने का कि अगर तुम्हारे अंदर वो इच्छा ही नहीं है, तुम्हारे अंदर वो पैशन ही नहीं है नया कुछ करने की या नया कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट करने की या कुछ पढ़ के कुछ करने की, तो तुम अगर डेटा साइंस में जा रहे हो तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगी. एंड अगर तुम्हें मैथ्स पसंद नहीं है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम डेटा साइंस कर लोगे. एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा अगर तुम्हें डेटा साइंटिस्ट जो हाइप है जॉब की, अगर तुम्हें उसमें जाना है तो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए कि मैथ्स की कितनी इम्पोर्टेंस है. So today I just discussed some and my feelings regarding the some myths in data science and importance in data science. And if you like this video, please like, share and comment and share with your friends. And let me know what myths do you believe that are in data science that I might have missed or I don't know. So let's meet you in next episode.